Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Wentz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 94 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Michael Gallup. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. From the 39, Wentz rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now Wentz on third down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route. He has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Garibay on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. here for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series in the 2nd half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 31, Wentz, quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Winston's throw complete to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, it's Wentz. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. A long run to scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop stop on 4th down? Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confident? Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
From the 29. Wentz. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Garibay on for the extra point.
They he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing again on second down. Wentz
over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Cowboys, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll have another home day next week as the New York Giants come to town.
Meanwhile, for